Our hearts cry out for our love for you is so strong.
For we know that from you we have come, and unto you we belong.
How fortunate we are to be blessed with the ability of loving you.
This is the only love that lasts forever, the love that remains true.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome to your show, The Secrets of the Heart. All praise is due to Allah. We praise Him, we thank Him, and we seek His help and assistance, and we send peace and blessings on our Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wa ala alihi wa sallam. In this episode of The Secrets of the Heart, inshallah, we will reflect on the three types of hearts: the live heart, the diseased or the ill heart, and the dead heart. These are the three types of hearts that we have. The sound heart, we said, or the healthy heart, is al-qalbu salim, that has been protected from the two types of diseases. The disease of desires. People always have these desires from themselves, and shaitan also adds to that. Shaitan also intensifies the plight. The desires, love for wealth, love for these worldly affairs, love for women, love for the things that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala hates. These are the desires of the world. This is one of the illnesses that affect the heart. Another illness, we said, is the doubts and the misconceptions. People having wrong understandings about matters that pertain to the reality of this world, matters that pertain to the Creator of the heavens and the earth, matters that pertain to the way we should come closer to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, which is the deen or the religion. So any misconceptions, any doubts, these are considered to be diseases that really harm and scar the heart. They're very destructive to the heart. So a person who manages to keep his heart healthy from these two things, then we say he has a sound heart. These are the people who will be able to enter paradise. So you have to protect yourself from these two things. And if we look around us, these are the only two hazards that affect every human being, that affect our religion, that affect our hearts. Look around. You see, shaitan always is pushing us either to fall in sin or to fall into innovation. Sins are part of the desires, that are the results of desires, and innovations are parts of misconceptions or doubts, having a wrong understanding. So these are the two destructive forces that always attack the heart. If we manage to protect our hearts from these two things, then our hearts will be healthy. We will have what is called al-qalbu salim, and this is the condition to enter paradise. People who allow desires to take hold of their hearts, or they open up the guard that they should place before their hearts in order to protect the heart, then those people, either the desires will attack the hearts and will leave a scar on their hearts and will weaken the heart, and the situation might get worse. Or they allow, or they open up their guard in front of doubts, misconceptions about the religion, about Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, about the reality of this life. Once they have allowed these misconceptions to enter by listening to them, by seeing or looking at something that is not pleasing to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, those people have opened the hearts, or they have made the hearts sitting ducks, an easy target for shaitan, so they will get their hearts affected. But still they haven't lost everything about the heart. But if they reach the stage where they allow the sins or the misconceptions, the shahawat or the shubuhat to keep affecting their hearts, destroying their hearts, they will reach the level where the hearts will die. And at that moment the heart is totally dark, it has no trace of life, so it doesn't feel anything at all. So this is why it's very important for us to take good care of our hearts. The problem with a dead heart, it does not recognize what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is pleased with at all. it does not recognize and it pays no attention to what Allah likes. It's only chasing its own desires. This is the main concern of such people. When you see a person is only concerned with chasing and satisfying his desires, they only want wealth, they're only concerned with wealth, they're only concerned with how they should please themselves, how they can enjoy themselves, how they can have only a happy life. They're always going around, searching around, just trying to get everything about this world. They're trying to enjoy themselves in wherever they go. You're always seeing, chasing things that are about this world. When you speak to them, you only hear them speaking about, oh, how can I get that? Oh, how can I enjoy myself? How can I go on this vacation? How I can buy this car? How I can buy this house? How can I enjoy myself? You know, this is all what they think about. They don't think about anything else. This is a sign that these people, it seems that they have a dead heart. And these people don't mind if the way they enjoy themselves contradict what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is pleased with. This is a sign of a dead heart. And mixing with these people is a source of misery, is a source of disgust, because there is no life to their hearts. They have stooped to the lower level of life, which is the life of the body, the same level as other animals. Where Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has favored, Allah has honored human beings. And the dead heart does not recognize what is truth and what is evil. They make no difference to that. The Prophet ﷺ actually told us the reason behind this. He said in a very important hadith, تُعْرَضُ الْفِتَنُ عَلَى الْقُلُوبِ عُودًا عُودًا كَأَعْوَادِ الْحَصِيرِ. Now the trials, which means the trials of this world, they are either temptations of this world, or they are either doubts and misconceptions, the two types of diseases. These trials will attack the heart one after the other, constantly. As if the stone mats that are made of stone, sticks of stone one after the other. This is what the heart says. The trials will keep hitting the heart one after the other consistently. Then the Prophet ﷺ says, تُعْرَضُ الْفِتَنُ عَلَى الْقُلُوبِ عُودًا عُودًا كَأَعْوَادِ الْحَصِيرِ فَأَيُّمَا قَلْبٍ أُشْرِبَهَا نُكِتَتْ فِيهِ نُكْتَةٌ سَوْدَاء. If the heart absorbs the trial, if the heart opens its guard, and if the person lets the fitna or the trial to enter the heart, whether it's a sin or an innovation, whether it's a sin or a misconception and a doubt, if you open up your heart to it and you give it a warm welcome, then a black spot will be drawn on your heart. فَأَيُّمَا قَلْبٍ أُشْرِبَهَا, the heart will absorb it. فَأَيُّمَا قَلْبٍ أُشْرِبَهَا نُكِتَتْ فِيهِ نُكْتَةٌ سَوْدَاء. And وَأَيُّمَا قَلْبٍ رَدَّهَا نُكِتَتْ فِيهِ نُكْتَةٌ بَيْضَاء. Any heart that keeps its guard on and it does not allow the fitna or the trial to reach the heart, then whiteness will be given to a spot of whiteness will be added to this heart, until in the final tally you will have two types of hearts. حتى تصير القلوب إلى قلبين قلب أسود قلب أسود مرباد كالكوز مجخية. A heart that is totally black, totally dark. It's just like a cup turned upside down. So in the final tally we'll have two types of heart. A black heart that is so dark, so filthy, that is like a cup that is turned upside down. This heart, why is it turned upside down? The Prophet ﷺ explains. He says, لا يعرف معروفا ولا ينكر منكرا. No matter what you try to fill this heart with truth, with something good, it will not take it because it's turned upside down. You cannot pour water in it because it's already turned upside down. لا يعرف معروفا ولا ينكر منكرا. It does not recognize what is good or what is bad. All are the same. Or maybe it will be more inclined to what is evil than it's inclined to what is good. And actually a worse case would be that this heart, when it comes to the evil things, it sees them as good. And when it comes to the good things, it sees them as bad. You see? And this is the reality. And we see this with the people who are so distant from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, especially those who reject real belief, they reject the truth when it comes to them. For them, drinking alcohol is something good. Sleeping with any woman is something good. Homosexuality is something good. So many disgusting and filthy and evil things. To them, these are good things. Why? Because the heart is black. The ability to tell what's right from what's wrong has been taken away from it. Why? Because the heart has been screened, is veiled with so much darkness, with a thick layer of darkness and evil and sin and misconceptions, that it does not see the reality of things at all. It lost track of the reality. It lost track of the truth. So this is the heart. It does not recognize what's good and what's evil, except إِلَّا مَا أُشْرِبَ مِنْ هَوَاهِ, except something that it likes. So when something appeals to the person, they say, oh, that's a good thing. When it doesn't appeal to them, they say that's bad, that's evil. This is the criterion they have. If they like the thing themselves, according to their own desires, they say that's something good and that's a virtue. But when it doesn't go, or when it's not in line with their desires and their personal interest, they say this is something evil. And this is the judgment, this is the way the disbelievers and the evil people judge things. This is why we have so many accusations coming from them against Islam. Why? Because the heart is so black, is shielded with so much darkness and filth, and it's like a cup that is turned upside down. It doesn't accept the truth. You cannot pour truth into it. It doesn't take it. And the second type of a heart is وَقَلْبٍ أَبْيَضٍ, a heart that is so pure and white and clean. This is the heart of the believer. It can see the reality of things. And this also adds to the principle that we explained, that real comprehension is in the heart. This is why if you look at so many people who have seen Islam but have rejected it, they have seen the truth but they have rejected it. If you look at their lifestyle, although they seem to be very intellectual, they live according to a very high level of intellectualism, but still if you look at their lifestyle, it's so full of bad things. Alcohol, drugs, evil things, and they know that these things are very destructive, but they cannot help, following and being immersed in such things. So it's very important for us to take good care of our hearts by avoiding the trials, whether they are sins or innovations. Keep your heart away from that. Maintain a sound heart, because without this, your heart will start getting ill. The diseases will destroy it gradually until it dies. And if it dies, the life of that person becomes a life of misery, a life of agony, a life of pain. And inshallah we will come to talk about these symptoms in future episodes, so you are invited to join us. Until we meet next time, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Our hearts cry out for our love for you is so strong.
For we know that from you we have come, and unto you we belong.
How fortunate we are to be blessed with the ability